Hey guys, Chris from Hockey Tutorial here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the AS1 versus the AS2. Now, when manufacturers release new sticks, a lot of the times you automatically assume that the newest version is going to be much better than the previous. But as we've seen in previous blind tests that we've done, Tommy and JJ have actually often selected the older model of stick versus the newer or the just released stick. Of course, personal preference comes into play, but what we try to do in these videos is mask the identity of these sticks, put them into the hands of players to see which one they prefer based on the performance and the feel of the stick, not the branding and which one's the new one and which one's the old one. So what we're going to find out today is the changes that CCM have made to the AS2 versus the AS1. Are they significant enough for you to notice which one is better than the other when you remove the branding of these sticks and take them to the ice? So let's find out what Tommy thinks about these two sticks and which one, if any, is better than the other. Now, when we look at the AS1 versus the AS2 in terms of the technology that's used to construct the stick, I'm going to be highlighting what's still the same when we look at the AS1 v the AS2, and then I'm going to be touching on what's actually been changed in the way the stick's constructed. Now, with the AS1, we saw that feature CCM's X-Flow technology, which is that optimized molding process that removes voids and excess resin from the stick's shaft. Essentially, what this provides us with is a better quality, more consistent stick. It also aids in the lightweight nature of the stick and also helps to increase the durability of the stick. We also saw Tacks used in the AS1, which is being carried across into the AS2. Now, to keep things short, this again helps to aid the stick in its lightweight nature, but it's also incredibly strong due to the high tension weaving process used to construct it or create it. Now, from there, looking at what's been changed in the stick, aside from the obvious fact of the improvement in the graphics, it's also going to be in the construction of the blade. With the AS1, we saw CCM using their ACU3 blade, which essentially was that lightweight but stiff blade that featured that tactile surface for maximum shot control. The ACU3 blade also featured a reinforced toe and heel to improve the durability of the blade, and this is something that we actively noticed when we moved from the Tacks 2.0 into the AS1. Now, when we look at the construction of the AS2 blade versus the AS1, this features CCM's ACU4 versus the ACU3, which is on the AS1. Now, how this differs is the ACU4 is essentially the stiffest blade that CCM has constructed to date. It still features that tactile surface that provides or is responsible for maximum feel and shot control, but it also has an innovative weaving process that increases the strength and general durability of the stick's blade. So what you can expect is essentially a better performing, better responsive, better feeling, but stronger blade on the AS2 versus the AS1. Now, one of the big changes to the AS2 Pro versus the AS1 is the fact that it now features a max loading mid kick that was built with a softer midsection for a longer loading period. What this essentially means is that the stick has a longer period of time to be able to store maximum energy for shot power. So essentially, the same energy, the same power that you'd put into your slap shots or your wrist shots with the AS1, if you're to do the exact same thing on the AS2, based on the new construction and the way that the shaft reacts, the same amount of energy is going to result in a more powerful shot with the AS2 versus the AS1. So from here, we're going to be handing over to Tommy from the Everyone Active Raiders, who's going to be trying out both of these sticks. I'm actually going to be throwing in a third just to try and throw him off a little bit. But of course, both of these sticks are going to be blacked out, including the third. He's not going to know which brands we're looking at, which models, has no idea about any of these details. What I want to do here is see when we remove the identity and the branding of a stick, if he's able to identify which one is better, solely based on the performance of the stick, excluding the bias of seeing the new shiny twig and going for that one just because it's the new one. Let's find out which one of these two sticks is better, if any at all.
Stick 1 and Stick 2 both felt very similar. They were both like effortless releases. Really nice to shoot with. Doing really bad today, but I don't know what they are. I can tell you the curve, it's the 28, P28. Same flex, 70, 75. I preferred Stick 2. It was like a better stick all round. So number 1 was really easy to wrist shot with. and not so much slap shot. Whereas stick 2, it was easy all the way through. Slap shots, one-timers, snap shots, wrist shots. Every shot was effortless. It just pinged off the blade really nicely.
First impressions?
It feels heavier than the other two. Carve's a bit straight. Not a massive fan of it. Yeah, it's a bit heavy as well. Yeah, it's definitely heavier than the others.
Gonna give it a go and see what you think?
Yeah, let's give it a go. That came off really nice.
First stick you used, stick 1, stick 2, stick 3. So putting them in order of what you thought was the better option. You said essentially these two were really similar.
No, these two are really similar. This one was standout.
Yeah, so this is the standout here.
No, this is the standout, number 2.
Number 2 was the
Number
standout.
2 was standout, 1 and 3 were very similar. So this was standout to me.
Okay. And 1 and 3 were very similar?
Yes.
Okay. Alright. Go ahead, man. Crack it open. What are you thinking?
AS2. P28. 70-75 flex. Oh, look at that. Oh, spot on.
You get that?
Oh, yes. Spot on.
Alright, mystery stick number 3.
Spot on. Look at that bad boy.
You get that one, props.
Pat myself on the back, I
Mystery stick number 3. Now, what are you thinking?
I'm not gonna lie, this is the one I didn't really know about.
You got it in. Fair.
Yeah, I don't know. I know the curve, I reckon the curve's a 19, but other than that, I haven't got a clue. Oh, it's red, so I'm well off. Is this, what is this? I've never seen this. What the hell? You're throwing a little STX. Wow. You're throwing a little mystery in there.
Little bit of mystery.
A little bit of mystery. I told you mystery stick. I told you. Wow, this looks really nice though.
What does that do for your impression of STX now?
Wow, that was really nice.
Yeah? 2 for 2.
Wow, I really like the look of that though. Wow, that's a really nice stick. That's a good looking stick.
Last one. Pretty sure you know what it is, right?
I hope so, because that one was well off. Oh yeah, there we go. Oh, spot on again. So 2 out of 3.
Yeah, you done well. You're on point today. So now you can clearly see what they are.
I called the flex though.
You did. You get that much. So now that you know what both of these are,
Ow.
are you still sticking with what you said? Because previously I remember you said that you actually preferred the AS1 over the AS2.
I did.
Yeah?
But oh, 2 out of 3 again. It's consistent, that's all I'm saying.
So initially, why did you prefer the AS1 over the AS2?
Because it had that little bit of weight behind it.
Yeah?
It had that little bit of weight. I felt like I could lean onto it. But I don't know, the 2 felt really good.
So if you had to choose, you could only take one of those with you, which one would it be?
I'll take the 2. I like I like the curve. Curve's easy to shoot with.
But based on the way that the stick felt in terms of like release.
Like I said, they were very similar within releases, but like I said, I couldn't really get a wrist shot off for this one.
Yeah.
This one was hard to, like, it's hard to describe. It's more like a low, hard drive shot than more like a shelf, which is not how I play. My shots are always normally up high once the goalie's dropped. I feel like this is like a low drive sort of shot, whereas this one's an all-round. You can sort of pick your spot with this curve and this stick. And it felt really good. Wrist shots, snapshots, a lot.
So for this one, new versus old, you're ruling for new.
No, I'm ruling for new, but that looks really nice. I'm impressed.
Yeah?
Like an Iron Man type stick, you know?
We'll mess with STX for sure in the next couple of stick videos we're going to be doing. We'll go into a little more detail with these bad boys here.
Wow.
I just wanted to throw something in just to kind of throw you off a little bit.
Mystery stick, eh?
Mystery stick. As always, thank you very much for watching the video all the way to the end. Be sure to thumbs up and subscribe so you can stay up to date with all of the videos that we post. A big thank you to the team here at the Sapphire Ice and Leisure Centre for making this video possible, and of course to everyone Active Raiders for helping us make the video possible. Make sure you thumbs up and subscribe, turn the notification bell on so you can stay up to date with all of the videos that we post, and make sure you stay tuned for next week's episode, which is going to be the Trigger 3 versus the Trigger 4. Stay tuned, subscribe, thumbs up, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.